In this video, guys, I'm going to be telling you all the things that I actually hate, mm, don't like about Poland. I know in my previous videos I've showed you reasons why you should study in Poland. I've also told you all of the things I love about Poland. So I hope you enjoy it because it's unfiltered. In life, it can never be all that good. So sometimes there are so many things that you don't just like. And I'll be sharing all of that with you.
Green, the ocean is gray, sky is a vague blue, come my way. My room is a mess, it could use a hand. My favorite TV shows to capture in. I know I must get it right, must get back in the fight. This can't be a surprise, I think I let it slide.
Hello, if you're just meeting me for the first time, my name is Anits William, and yeah, this is my channel. Welcome to my world. And I hope you stick around to get to know me, grow with me, and yes, let's start a family. I love you guys, and thank you to all of my returning subscribers. You are the best. You are the real MVP, guys. I love you, and that is on. Period. Mind you, guys, these reasons are in no particular order. So to kickstart, I'm going to be telling you my first reason, which is the fact that during holidays, public holidays, and even on Sundays, no business apart from Japka seems to be open. And in fact, during most public holidays, Japka doesn't even open up. And coming from Nigeria, coming from Africa, where businesses don't usually have holidays, it has been a big problem because take for instance the Easter is approaching, and mind you guys, if by the Thursday before the Easter Sunday you have not stocked up your house, you might be starving because the next day the stores or businesses are going to be opening up will be the Tuesday. Like, that is a whole lot of holidays. You have no stores whatsoever open to attend to anybody, not just students, because it's everybody that experiences this problem. Apart from these last Sunday of the month that has been set aside by the government to allow businesses function. So only on this last Sunday of the month do businesses tend to open up and attend to customers. And you know, Poland is a Catholic, a very religious country. So meaning they have a whole lot of holidays. Like almost all of the Catholic holidays are done or observed in Poland, meaning it could be St. Francis of Assisi Day. And they tell you, do not come to work, do not come to schools, no business is open, and nothing works for that day. And for me, it is quite weird, and I don't like it about Poland. Another reason why I do not like Poland is the fact that when you're 26 years old and above, you can't have discounts anymore. Like, why? Why do you have to restrict the discount to 26 years old? So regardless of whether the fact that you're a student or you're a worker or what have you, the minute you are 26, it is over. No discount for you unless maybe you're a PhD student. So why not just make it general that every student has a discount? Why do you really have, I don't know why the system has to make it you have to be 26. Like, this was one of my saddest experiences so far. It was a time when I had this job. When I just arrived Poland, I worked in this manufacturing company, and I worked with my friends. I wasn't the only one, but of course, I am over 26, and I was working with like four of my friends that were all under 26, and we literally did the same job. The same time was spent. I could literally say maybe I even worked harder and I worked better. At the time when I was being paid maybe 20, 21 zloty per hour, they were being paid almost 30 zloty per hour. Because why? They are not going to tax them. Nothing. Like, it is crazy. Even in my current place of work, I have colleagues that we do the same jobs, like literally the same thing, and they are earning way more than me because they are below 26, and yes, they are not being taxed. I am being taxed because I'm above 26. I can't take a bus with a discount of 51% because I am above 26. I can't use the train with a 51% discount because I am above 26. Like, it means that once you're above 26, they don't want to take care of you no more. and that's not fair. If they want to have discounts, I feel like they should just have it general for all students. Why restrict some students and make some students feel too special? Then another thing, okay, I'm doing a master's program, why should I not have a discount? Why do I have to do a PhD to have a discount? That's another reason why I really don't like Poland, because it's not favoring me anymore. I'm no longer 26, or unless maybe I decide to take a PhD program, I might not be benefiting from all of these discounts. And yeah, it's not fair. I want the system to like look into it. Another reason why I do not like Poland is the fact that the weather is so cold. I can't even lay more emphasis on that word, the weather. The weather is so cold and it is so tiring, especially for me that I'm an African, knowing the fact that I have to wear my jacket or dress warm for as much as 8 to 9 months in a year. Like a year is just 12 months. Why do I have to go through all of that for 9 months? But yeah, it is what it is. Coming from Nigeria, that it is all around summer, it is actually not so easy adjusting to such a weather. And yeah, it's one thing I really do not like about Poland. Another reason why I do not like Poland is the language. Like God, the language, guys, the language is so hard. Mind you, we know, I agree, Poland is a Polish speaking country. Yes. But how make it make sense that I will pronounce W as V. V. It's like, I'm sorry. Like I will pronounce W as V. Like it is so difficult to even study Polish. I for one, I've not even been able to speak my own language successfully. It is even more difficult for us that are from English speaking countries, and English is our first language, to be able to speak the language Polish, because the origin of Polish, it's not even English. It is easy for people that come from Russia, from Ukraine, and other countries around. It's easy for them to speak the language Polish because of the origin. But for us English speakers, it is really difficult. I know, assuming maybe it was German. German has an English origin. So some words in German can sound like Guten Montag. Like some of the words can sound like English. You understand? When you're telling somebody good morning, it could make sense to you that this is good morning. You get, like, it could make sense that you're saying hello. How does it make sense to me that I'm calling? For me, if I see Warsaw, it is Warsaw, but they call it Warszawa. Like the V, like where did it come from? But that is what it is. Like there are just so many consonant sounds that don't make sense in the Polish alphabets to me, and it makes it really hard to understand the language. I know, yes, it is no longer a barrier to get a job and do stops, because a whole lot of job opportunities are now in English. But still, many a time you still need the language to communicate when you go to stores or when you meet people on the streets and stuff like that. You need the language, and it is not so easy to speak the language. I've been here for 4 years, and I know I can barely speak the language. I know Dzień dobry, jak się masz, nazywam się Anita, stuff like that, but very basic Polish, and it took me forever to learn them. So that's another thing I really don't like about Poland. I do not like the language. The language is too difficult to understand, and it's too difficult to learn. Another reason why I do not like Poland is the wages. The wages. I lay emphasis on that word, the wages. Yes, I know it is okay. It's getting better. And year in, year out, things have been changing and the system is really getting better. But regardless, I feel like the government or whatever body that is in charge of regulating and making these wages better should do better in increasing the wages, because whether you like it or yes, there is inflation. Things are becoming more expensive compared to when we just came to Poland. So yeah, of course the wages should be reviewed. They could do better with the wages. And yeah, that is one reason why I do not like Poland, because I believe that the wages can be better. The wages can be way better. And when the wages are better, the people are happy. Reassess their wages, and the wages should be better. It doesn't have to be in euros, but yes, the wages can get better in zloty. Another reason why I do not like Poland is the fact that it takes forever to get your resident card. Guys, literally, it takes forever. And it could be frustrating because you have to place your life on a hold because you do not have a card. You do not have an access to get out of Poland, meaning you can't travel to your neighboring countries or what have you. You just have to be restrained in Poland until your card comes out. And I'm talking based on my personal experience. I really don't know if it's just my city, but in my city where I stay, it takes over a year to get your resident card. Take, for instance, you apply for your resident card today. It takes them 6 months. When I mean 6 months, I mean 6 exact months to call you for your appointment, meaning your appointment to give your fingerprint and to submit all of the required information and documents that is needed to put your process at the right stage. And after you've done that, it takes another 6 months, guys, another 6 months to be called to be issued a decision that, oh, your application was successful. It takes them another 6 months to do that. And to make matters worse, that is not the end. It takes them an additional 2 to 4 weeks to get your card printed out. Why does anybody have to wait for 1 year and 1 month to get a resident card, like a temporary or a permanent resident card, as the case may be? That is too long and it is too frustrating for any student. I have had a friend who literally had to write to the immigration expressing the fact that she had even become suicidal because she wanted to go to Nigeria for a vacation, but she couldn't even leave the country because why? She didn't have a resident card. They need to do better. They need to work on that because that is one major reason why I really, really don't like Poland. I'm not going to use the word hate because, of course, I don't hate Poland, but I don't like Poland because, yes, it takes them forever to issue you your resident card. If you're in a different city and maybe it is easier for you, please just tell us, let us know. But in my city, it is hard and it takes way, way too long. Another reason why I do not like Poland is the fact that random numbers, so many random numbers, keep on calling you at odd hours. In fact, at a point, I felt like, oh, maybe my SIM card has previously been used, or maybe it has been previously owned by someone because it was a whole lot of random numbers calling me, and they are all speaking Polish and they are asking me, tak, 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 nie, nie, nie. I don't know what to say. Many times I'm just screaming, I don't speak Polish. I don't speak Polish. Can you speak English? And it's either they just hang up or they call back, and many times they keep on calling you back severally just to try to pass that information to you, and it is so frustrating because you could be at the middle of something very important and you just imagine that you're being disturbed, and the reason why you're being disturbed is not even an important thing. So it is very frustrating, and I really do hate that thing about Poland, or I don't like that fact about Poland, that so many random numbers keep on calling you. I feel like maybe they are customer representatives, or they could be calling you because they want to relate with you some offers or stuff like that. But these people don't speak English, and many times you don't understand what they're trying to say to you. And what is communication when you really don't understand what is being said to you? So yeah, I feel like maybe they could do better with the customer representatives if they're trying to pass an information. Maybe they should try to always use people that understand both Polish and English, and maybe it might be easier. But it is really frustrating when they just keep on speaking Polish and they're talking to a foreigner who has no idea what they're saying. Another reason that I do not like Poland is the fact that they lack what they call street food. Like, Poland is so beautiful, full of so many amazing parks and landscapes. But what is life in a park when you cannot buy bole? What is life in a park when you cannot buy roasted corn? Yeah, I know. I'm not meaning like we should say, they should sell roasted corn here or bole, but at least let them sell their own local street food, like their own cuisine? Can't they just have a kiosk that is selling pierogi, or a kiosk that is selling one of their recipes, or one of not recipes, sorry, one of their meals, one of their snacks? It is only kebab, kebab, kebab. I'm not a kebab person. Like, literally, you eventually get tired of eating the kebab itself, because these are the only stores, that those are the only kiosks that you see around selling kebab, and that is about it. Like, I feel like they should start to sell a lot of street food, and it is going to be more fun for people that tend to go out a lot. Like, unless you go to a restaurant, you're not eating pierogi. Unless you go to maybe a big supermarket or a big superstore to do some food shopping, you are definitely not eating a Polish cuisine. We need to taste these cuisines on the street. In Poland, if you are not going to a superstore or a supermarket or a restaurant, you're not really getting the taste of the country. I feel like they should invest more on street food, roadside food, and stuff like that. In Paris, man, I saw bole to eat on the road. Like, I saw roasted corn. Like, it was so much fun. I was in Venice. I was eating snacks everywhere. And Spain too, they have a little bit of street food. So I feel like Poland should. I know maybe because they are not so much of a tourist destination, but regardless, they should invest on street food. Especially we foreigners, we want to eat their cuisines. We want to try out their delicacies. And what better way to try it apart from in the streets? So yes, we need them to have street food. That's another reason why I do not like Poland. I don't get street food to eat, and I don't get street food to buy. Another reason why I do not like Poland is the fact that access to African food is a problem, like literally a problem. I feel like maybe we Africans, we have a major role to play in that part, yeah. Like, how can I live in Poland now? I've lived there for 4 years and I have never eaten snail. Abba now. What's going on, all the African restaurant people, all the African food sellers? I don't like Poland because you can't get good African things to buy. Look at my younger sister in another country. That one is eating fresh bread every day, like fresh agege bread. Yeah, we are eating stale bread. Like, literally, I just had to look for substitutes to eating our bread, because if you go to the African stores, you're not going to find fresh bread. It's going to be bread that has lasted for maybe 6 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 weeks. Like, you're just going to be stocking a whole lot of preservative in your system. What happens to, like, our people baking and making bread, making all those things available, like snail, like real African food? In, like, how many cities are there in Poland? Like, the number of cities that have real functional African stores or African restaurants, they are too few. Like, they are too few. It makes home really far. Like, it makes home really far. I know in Germany, like, it is quite accessible. And you know the worst part of it, I feel like because of the lack of accessibility, it makes things really pricey and really expensive. Like, I made a previous video where I talked about the prices of the food items I got from an African store, and my friends in Germany called me and she was like, oh my god, Anita, you boy are suffering. How can you buy this for this amount? My younger sister was so pissed in the UK, and she's like, how would you, in fact, Anita, look for substitute items. You can't buy sardine at this amount. You can't, like, they are so pricey. Because why? There are not so much stores, there are not so much African stores or African restaurants in Poland. And maybe it's because we have not so many immigrants, or let's say our foreigners are just our African foreigners just tend to be like increasing year in year out compared to the past years. Maybe that is why. I just hope that with time it will be more accessible than it is currently. It is really frustrating and very tiring that Africa seems to be really far because we cannot get access to food, the kind of food that we want to eat, fresh food and stuff like that. So yeah, that's another reason why I don't like Poland. Another reason why I do not like Poland is the fact that it has become so difficult for foreigners to have access to good accommodation or housing. And apart from that, even the owners of these properties are making it a living hell for most foreigners. And I, for one, I have experienced this firsthand, and it is really unfair. I don't like Poland because when it comes to renting an accommodation, the criteria, it is so much. They know you're a foreigner, they know you're just arriving, and yet they're making you, like, they want you to like provide a family in Poland. a reference, like the list is endless. Like the list of the things that they want you to provide to be able to secure an accommodation as a foreigner, it doesn't even, it's unimaginable. So I feel like many of all of these requirements should be, I don't know, maybe should be amended, should be reduced. It shouldn't be that hard for a foreigner to get an accommodation. I know it is not easy to trust people. I know they don't know us. I know we came from far away place. But yes, they should still find a way to like understand that okay, these people don't really know people here. These people are new to the system. Okay, so let me, before I trust my own accommodation into to them, let me just do one or two findings instead of making us provide things that are not possible. It's just like telling us to provide religious kappa. Like it is crazy the kind of things that they are asking us to provide. These things might not be possible as foreigners. So I feel like they should, the housing and accommodation requirement is too rigid. They can try to make it a bit flexible for foreigners so that it will be easy to get an apartment without having problems or any restraints in the future. And that is one reason why I really don't like Poland, because it is just too stressful and just too rigid, the system that it requires or the procedure it requires to securing an accommodation. Hello. Hi, bye. Okay. Another reason why I do not like Poland is the fact that I ate their hospital food and I was not happy. Okay, guys, yeah, their hospital food is horrible. Like when I gave birth, come on, I just brought a human being to the world. Why are you feeding me like that now? What is a slice of bread going to do in my life? Like literally a slice of bread and a pinch of butter? No, now you guys can do better. Oh. I am very honest about this one. I really don't like Poland for this reason. Like my hospital experience, as per the food, no. I'm not happy. Like I am pissed. I have been waiting for a moment where I was going to rant. Abba, I know, yes, I know I need blood. You can give me beetroot soup, but Abba, can you just give me beetroot soup to drink? No side. No, now. Like all the meals that people were bringing to me, it was annoying me. I was so pissed. Like God, I really needed to vent today. Like that food. No, nah, no. Polish government, you people can do better. Oh. Even if just ask me, you're from Nigeria, what do you like? And I would have told you guys that okay, this is what I liked or something. Even if it was a cup of tea. I did not, I repeat, I did not enjoy. In fact, I didn't even bother eating it at a point because it wasn't worth it. I had to drink tea and eat bread, and my girlfriend made me pepper soup, and that was it because I just could not see myself eating all of those delicacies that were brought to me. I don't know whether they are Polish cuisine, so but they were not giving. And when it's not giving, we Nigerians are not eating. So I didn't eat. So I feel like their hospital food can be better because you never can tell. I may be having baby number two in your hospital. So please do better, okay? Another reason why I do not like Poland is the fact that the banking system, there is nothing like a credit or a debit alert. Like, make it make sense, guys. Like, I'm from Nigeria and for everything we get alerts. In fact, we got so used to receiving alerts that our credit alerts are one of our happiest times or happiest moments. But here in Poland, there is no such thing as alerts. You have to check your account balance to know if you had a credit. And if you want to track your transactions, you have to check your application and check the balances and check the history of your purchases or what have you. Like it's quite weird for me because I was so used to like receiving alerts for every given transaction. And yeah, that was one thing, or that is one thing I still don't like about Poland. But my friend explained to me, Aderisola, thank you so much. She just recently explained to me that she believes that the reason why they do not allow the alerts come in is for security purposes. So that in case, for instance, maybe our phone is stolen, people don't get to see your alert unless they are able to log into your application. I don't know if it's something I totally understand or it is something I totally accept, but yeah, that is what my friend says that that should be one of the reasons why it is regulated that way. But it's another reason why I still don't like Poland, even after the reasons she gave me. But yeah, it is what it is. Another thing, guys, that I do not like about Poland, God, guys, it's the number of dogs on the street. Mind you, I do not hate dogs. but it is too much. It's like for every Polish family, there are two dogs. Like, it's too much. Every corner you have a dog in Poland. Like, I just left the park and it was like, who let the dogs out? Who? Like, everywhere. There were dogs everywhere. I love dogs, but I don't want to be so close to them. So it is something I really do not like about Poland. The number of dogs on the street are more than the number of human beings. I know the government cannot do anything about it, but it is what it is. Okay, guys, this is actually gonna be just like a random reason why I don't like Poland. It's not so important because it doesn't really affect me. I'm just saying it because of people that it might affect. You understand? So yeah, that's why I'm saying it. It doesn't affect me, but if you wear a size 41, 42, and you're a lady, or you wear 43, it might become a problem to get a shoe because I feel like their shoes here run small because maybe they have small foot. So basically, the shoes they sell for ladies always range from 35 to a maximum of 41. Like a maximum, you can hardly walk into a Zara store and see a size 42 shoe. In fact, many a time even getting a size 41 is a bit difficult. So if you know you have a bigger foot, then you might just be ordering a whole lot of things online as far your shoes. And yeah, that is one random reason why you might not like Poland. I don't see it as a problem because I wear a 40, 41, so it doesn't really affect me, but it might affect you. So I felt to tell you guys. So that brings us to the end of this beautiful video, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give this post a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and show me so much love. I love you guys, and I'm gonna be seeing you on my next video. With love from your girl, Anita Williams. Bye.